Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I got a buddy from the Maritimes here. Say hi to Mike. Me and Mike have been friends since we were kids. So he came up to watch a Habs game, and he was nice enough to drop by. You want to come a bit more in the shot so I can get. And we also got my regular helper, my son. So what we'll be doing today is I was planning on doing the bows first, but after a couple of developments, I actually decided to change over to the paddle. So we're going to try to do a quick paddle. Mike's here for the next 2 days, so we're going to try to do everything in the next 2 days. So we actually I found this piece of oak that was in the shop that I had found in a pile that I got from the sawmill a couple of years back, actually. So I knew that I was going to eventually use this nice piece of oak on something, and so this is going to be perfect for the spine of the paddle. We're going to go with a really standard layout for the paddle, just a kind of a tier, not even a tier shape, but just a standard kind of a oval paddle. And for the sides, we went to Home Depot, close enough, and picked up this Cherrywood. It has a really nice pattern to it, kind of like tiger striped pattern. So this is what's going to be the side on either side of the spine to make the paddle out. So, and we'll also use this wood on the top for the handle. We'll figure it out as we go whether or not we want to stain the sides, the end of the panel for just some extra contrast and color. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy. You want beer?
I'm almost done with coffee.
We just went to Bo's, so now we're all stocked up in Bo's beer. Slightly hoppy, but very tasty.
Better than the first one we had.
Yeah. It's true. Okay, qu'est-ce que ça va faire? Let's start by what do you call that? Splitting it, ripping it. If the paddle's your armpit, then the paddle, I guess we could use your knee as as.
Well, it'd be less than, yeah, it's usually about 14 inches or so.
Yeah, so let's see what that is. I don't know, I like sizing things up based on the user, right? So that makes sense. Like, so that's 16.
Just under.
Just an eighth, though. Yeah, 14, right? 14. So that means if this is going to be 14.
Could we Google it to make sure?
No, there's no wrong way to do this, right? It's look at this. It's not going to be, because remember that this piece has to be also the taper. You know what I mean? Like, so if we're going to come in to the side and it's not going to be like boom and just end. We're going to have a nice long. So that means that we'd have to at least have it to 16. And remember, we only need 2 paddles from this.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm getting 4. So if I get 16 and then I start a nice curve from here, that means you get at least 14 inches of paddle. Yeah. Pardon?
What did you do?
Okay.
So anything goes with camera roll.
Yeah. I also want to use yeah, I don't know at what point there, but I want to give him the camera because I got. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Tu peux marcher là, toi, si tu veux. I just want to take the side off, just as small amount as possible. I think it's need to learn. I was going against the grain. That went a lot smoother that way.
So I was chunking up.
So we're still going to bring it down a tad in the middle here. Looking pretty good.
It should be pretty solid though.
Okay. Oh! Hey!
If I was gonna use that.
I guess cook this. Ты comment ça marche ça? Hein? C'est une grosse petite colle. Ok? Commence ici là. C'est un petit peu difficile? Difficile? Ouais, un petit peu difficile. Regarde, tu peux pas t'aider. Hein? Vas-y. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze en même temps. Ok, là. Good. Et là. Là. Ok, tac, 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 tac. Hop, là. Et c'est fort, hein? Should be alright. Ok, ça c'est bon, on met ça là. On met ici. On met ça comme ça. Puis lui. On est contre lui. Comme ça. C'est comme ça tu penses? Ça. Appuie ça va là? Ok. C'est pas trop là. Well, it's day 2. We have our paddles that have all dried, both sides. So now we just gotta trace out the cutting pattern. So for the next step, wood removal. I'm going to try to keep this as traditional as possible, so try to do everything with a draw knife, and so everything by hand. We obviously cut these with table saws and a miter saw, but the rest of the project, hopefully I'll be able to do it all by hand.
I'm gonna end up tearing it to pieces.
Yeah, because so you're going with the grain, or against the grain.
It's almost
It's an awkward piece. It's an awkward piece to work on for sure.
yeah, it's almost like you're gonna have to clamp it or something so that we can switch while you're going.
Yeah, it might be better. Yeah, I was hoping to use the draw, so it might be a good piece from. So if we clamp
Nicht, nicht, nicht. Better?
Yeah. Could do a little bit more off, but already there's a noticeable difference.
Very much noticeable.
And I think I smoothed out most of the cracks too by going over that way. So they're already there. If you just by changing the direction, you feel like less of a tug of inertia, I guess, so they back and forth. Oh, yeah, that's pretty sturdy. And I can't wait to see a finish on this.
It's beautiful.
That's gonna be gorgeous. It'll be light on light, but still it'll be two different things. And if you lose this downriver, you want it to be light. But if you paint this a nice dark color, you might not even see it floating on the water.
I don't lose anything.
All right, so we got most of the shape done on this one. Basic outline. I tried to keep the power tools out of the situation as much as possible, but we quickly saw that this Cherrywood with this very nice pattern. Yeah, you can see that nice. With this very nice pattern, it's going to look amazing at the end, but it makes for using a draw knife really difficult. Working with this guy in the shop makes things really difficult too.
Bows, representing.
Yes. So Mike's using a hand plate for the first time. He's having great fun.
Yeah.
And so we use you'll see with the video, but we use the hand plane to get this down to size. You should be able to see it this way. So we tried to take as much weight, because that was one of the big challenges with this wood. Both of it, so with the spine being oak and the pallet being cherrywood, it's a very, very nice hardwood, but it's extremely heavy. So in order to be able to know that we'll be using these paddles for possibly 8 to 10 hours, and possibly more in a day, we had to really take off a lot of wood to get this down to about 2 to 2.5 pounds, which is still a pretty heavy paddle. But at this point, we're just really tired because we're trying to do this all by hand as much as possible. So at this point, I'm gonna let Mike keep going with on his end, and I'm gonna start with just the rough sanding. So I'll start with 100 grit sandpaper, and I'll go all the way down from the top to bottom. I'll take it from there. c'est le moment préféré. Ça.
La finition.
Avec quand tu l'appliques. Là. Voir qu'est-ce que ça va avoir l'air à la fin. Là.
Ouais. C'est fou comment ça va ressortir. Le bois.
Ah ouais, ça va faire... Wow, c'est quand même assez matché hein, comme couleur. Hein.
Ouais.
Le côté, gars. Le côté du jeu, là, c'est le même morceau. Alright, well, until now, I've put 2 coats of tongue-in-teak oil that I showed you at the beginning. So, oil is really easy to use. You just slap it on, and you sand between coats with some just light steel wool. Now I'm going to put the final 2 coats of finish, which since these are going to be immersed in water so much and banged around, I wanted something as strong as I could, so nice oil-based polyurethane should do the trick. These came out really, really nice. As soon as that oil went on, it just brought out the beauty of that cherrywood. Those nice stripes. It is. I'm really happy with this first attempt at paddles. This is like a very nicely sealed hard plastic finish. Hey guys, well, it's finally done. Nice even sheen to it. It's a good weight. You can see the thickness there. Because it was such a hard, heavy wood, we had to really take a lot of wood off of the pallet at the end here in order to be able to wield this properly, because it was so heavy. So it makes a very thin, nice thin pallet, but very, very sturdy, very strong. In general, or completely really, I'm very satisfied with the end result. It just makes a beautiful project. I learned a lot in the process of using the draw horse. As you saw in the video, we weren't really able to use the draw horse. We used it a bit at the beginning, and then they quickly saw that it was very unwieldy with an object this size at the end. You couldn't really turn it over like you wanted because of this thing. So next time, my first impression was to just stick everything on and then do the rotor removal afterwards. The next time I'm going to do paddles, since these are actually going to mic. I'm not sure if I had mentioned this before, but I'll be using this on our yearly canoe run down in New Brunswick. So I'll send these down to him, and I will redo this project again. I'll try to do something a little bit more intricate with the experience that I've gained with this project. So the next time, I will definitely be doing the handle first. So I'll just mark down the distance on the handle where the pallet is going to be stuck on, and then leave that squared. Also I'll mark down over here, and then leave that end squared, and I'll be able to use just to round this with the draw knife on the bench, just with the handle. So just the piece of this long piece of wood will be a lot easier to manage, and so that's one part of the experience. The other part too, I thought I was going to be able to do most of the wood removal even on the pallet with the draw knife. I did do a bit of the corners, most of the shaping and the wood removal here with the draw knife, but because of these all these wavy patterns, it's really difficult. Probably someone with a lot of experience would be able to do it anyway, but I found it very, very difficult to work with the draw knife. With that, you just keep on tearing out the grain because of it's all over the place. But it went really well with my hand plane. So either way, it's a traditional way of removing the wood. The next time too, for the shape, in order I tried to do everything while Mike was here. So I wanted to get everything done in about 2 days, and then do the finishing on the third day. Either way, he had to leave, not midway, but we did most of the first 2 pallets. I just had the sanding to do on my own, so that's not bad. But still, so because of the time constraint, I just took the scroll saw and did the contour. The next time I'll probably either do the contour with the draw knife or take a hand scroll saw. At least, I'm continuously trying to eliminate all power tools from the equation. Though, I mean, it's pretty hard to get rid of the table saw, to be honest. Trying to split a piece of wood like that by hand, not by hand, but like with a handsaw or something. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I will continuously try to eliminate all power tools from the projects as I go forward. So that's it. I'm not going to babble on too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a beautiful paddle, nicely weighed, very solid piece of construction. The glue took like the gluing was really it took really well. So it's solid. I'm sure that Mike will have years and years and years of enjoyment with these paddles. So, alright, I'll check you guys later. Next project is either going to be more paddles, or we'll start the self bow. The canoe's coming up quick too. That I think only has another 2 weeks of curing, so look forward to that. See you guys.